and welcome to the Core Wellness family. My name is Joseph Tropper, and I wanted to personally thank you for taking your time to check out our site. My goal here is just to simplify the process to better explain what your options are for CEU trainings. We know that there's a lot of board requirements, and we of course encourage you, and you are ultimately responsible to be in touch with your board to make sure that you are meeting all the requirements, but I wanted to try to simplify that for you. There are basically two main categories of CEUs, and this is where it gets a little confusing for some people, but just hear me out. One is the in-person trainings that many people go to, where you get type A or type 1 credits. However, there is a little bit of confusion because you can also take those via live interactive webinar where it's live and it's happening and you could ask questions and communicate with the presenter. And that, according to all three of the boards in Maryland, Board of Social Workers, Board of Professional Counselors, and Board of Psychologists, that all counts. And we are a board certified sponsor from the social work examiners, and therefore our credits are accepted by the Board of Professional Counselors and the Board of Psychologists examiners in Maryland as well. For other states, it gets a little confusing, so please make sure that you're in touch with your boards. But the social work boards in West Virginia, DC, and Michigan, as far as we've verified, do give reciprocity to our trainings as well. And therefore, you could take them in person or you could take them through live interactive webinars, and that will count. If you're looking for that type of training, please make sure you just click on our live upcoming trainings and you'll find a list. There's another type of training which is called type B or type 2 or home study, where you're watching a video and looking at our handouts. That's what I'm going to be talking about mostly over here. The boards allow for some of that as well, and for other states, many of the boards are even more accepting of type B trainings for the amount that they allow you to get. So let me explain to you the exact process of how that works, and then we'll quickly go over some of the boards just to better familiarize you and hopefully answer your questions. If at the end you're left with any questions, please make sure you just give us a call or email us, and we'll be happy to try to answer to the best of our ability. And of course, you could check out our links to your specific board and just try to read that and make sure you get clear exactly what they require. Of course, things change once in a while, and we always try to stay on top of that and make sure you're also on top of that. So if you're looking to take a home study course, which is the main focus of this specific area of our site, there's going to be a 5-step process, which is very simple. You click to register. That will then trigger an email that will send you all the information. So you'll download the handouts if you want to look at them, and you'll watch the video, which is the most important part. That's the actual training itself. That's not a live video. That was recorded live, but that's the home study part, which you'll be doing on your own time, at your own pace. Next, you'll complete the evaluation and the quiz. That's very simple, and it just makes sure that you watched and you were present. You could keep taking it until you pass it. Most people pass it on the first time. At that point, you decide that you want your CEU. So you check out, you pay, and then, of course, you'll fill out a quick form, and you will receive a completion certificate via email or via U.S. mail, your choice, however you want it. So just to go over the boards, so that I'll go over the three main boards, and then I'll make one comment about other states. So the Maryland Board of Social Work Examiners requires 40 CEU hours of trainings per 2 years. Now, out of that, 20 CEU hours must be Category 1, which means in-person workshops or live interactive webinar. That's great. We offer that. You can check out all the things we offer. However, up to 20 of those hours could be Category 2, which is basically home study or video training, which is what you could do here. Those trainings are often usually a lot cheaper because they've been recorded and they've been redone, etc. And that could be produced a lot more easily than someone talking directly to you who's interacting with you and answering your questions. You must complete 3 CEUs in ethics every 2 years if you're a social worker, and those could be Category 1 or 2. So you could take them live interactive webinar, you could take them in person, or you could take them through home study. We offer all 3 of those options on our site. If you're a LCPC or LGPC or marriage and family therapist, then you're regulated by the Maryland Board of Professional Counselors and Therapists. They require 40 hours of CEUs per 2 years, and 30 of those have to be Category A, in-person workshops or live interactive webinars. We offer those, and they're accepted by them. However, up to 10 CEU hours can be Category B, which is what you're looking at on this page over here, the home study and the video training. And finally, if you're a Maryland Board of Examiner of Psychologist or associate, they require 40 CEU hours per reporting period, and 20 of those can be independent study. Now, this is different if you're an associate, so take a look at the site. But for a full psychologist, 20 of them can be independent study, which is home study and video trainings or books, etc. You must complete 3 CEUs in ethics, laws, and managing risks, and that also could be independent study. You must complete 3 CEUs in cultural competence, which also could be independent study, and supervisors must complete 3 CEUs, which include clinical supervision competence, and that also could be independent study. One last word on social workers. They have to complete 3 CEUs in ethics every 2 years, and that once again could be category 1 or 2. So it could be in person, via webinar, or via a home study course. So you have a great opportunity to do that on our site. For other states and boards, please be in touch with your specific board. We found that many states are willing to accept the category A and 1 live webinars, especially social work boards, which acknowledge the Social Work Examiners of Maryland's endorsement they give us. And most states accept the category B, category 2 home studies. So take a look there. What I leave off with is thanking you for coming here, but most importantly, I want to challenge you. A lot of times, many people have told us that they think of category 2 or home study as kind of not that important or not that challenging. It's kind of just a way to quickly finish up the hours that you required. We dispute that, and we think that if you're going to be spending time, we want it to be quality time. And so we've invested a lot of time and energy to ensure that the videos here and the trainings here are on par with whether you are showing up in person or via live interactive webinar. We really take pride in the work that we present to you, and we hope that it will be impactful to your day-to-day work with clients, one that will make a great impact on the promoting wellness, which is what we're all about. So thank you so much for visiting us, and if you have any specific questions and we can help you anymore, please get in touch with us and we'll be happy to help. Take care.